Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have for you part 2 of my decluttering series. I already showed you guys my concealers, my skincare, also some foundation. So today I have for you more stuff. My brows, highlights, blushes, and powders. So if you want to see part 1, I'll link it down below for you guys, and let's jump right into it. Got everything out of that drawer. Here we have some brow products and highlights. I have a lot of highlights. I love highlights, so we're gonna start decluttering. Also, I'm somewhat obnoxious with these nails right now. I went to a Kiss event last night and I put these little claws oval nails that I am obsessed with, so don't mind me. Alright, so I have a bunch of Ofra highlights. Honestly, to me, they're one of my top favorites. So well made and just amazing overall. So we're going to think smart about this and declutter as much as I can. This one is the illuminating highlight, which basically has like 3-4 different strips of colors. I liked it. It was amazing. I think I'm just going to give it to my friends and family pile right over here. A goodie but oldie has to be You Do You. It's a peachy highlight and it was so beautiful, especially for the summertime. I've had it for some time now, so I'm going to be adding it to that pile as well. This one is also from Dupe That, and it's called You Glow Girl, which is a little bit more of a pink pearly shade. Also adding that to that pile. This one was one of my top favorites. Loved it, but it shattered on me. This is the second one and it still shattered on me. So it's Beverly Hills. Going to throw it away. This one is in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials. Everglow. So beautiful. It has 3 different shades, but I'm also going to be adding it to that pile. Valley, which is a peachy color. Really similar to You Do You. So I'm going to be keeping Valley because I like it. This one is a little bit more of a goldy shade, and it's called Rodeo Drive, which is one of my top favorite highlights out of all. I believe this one is the new Nikki Tutorials. Yes, Glow Goals. I was actually looking to share this in my monthly favorites and I couldn't find it because it was all the way in the back of that drawer. So yeah, let's just say I've been really loving this. Pixie highlight, a really great drugstore highlight, but I'm going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. This one is one of my favorite drugstore highlights. It's from Essence. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I mean, I feel like you can't really see it swatched. It's one of those highlights that look even more amazing once you apply it. It's not glittery, it's super easy to apply, and I feel like it looks amazing on skin, so I'm going to keep that. Gerard Cosmetics Marilyn Monroe highlight, which is a gold one, also really pretty. Loved the packaging, but I'm adding that to that pile. Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Highlight. This one is not necessarily a face highlight. I would use it most for like your body, especially in the summertime or if you're going on vacation. So I might keep this, even though I would honestly use a regular highlight as body highlight as well. So I don't know, man. This is like my maybe pile. If you guys ever ask me what highlight I'm wearing on my previous like 10 videos, even more, is this highlight from Estee Lauder. Oh my gosh. Honestly, the best highlight ever. I used it all summer. It's called Heat Wave in Bronze Goddess. Oh, so good. I'm obsessed. I love the packaging. It has a little turquoise dot right there, which turquoise is my favorite color. So I'm definitely keeping that. And I've also been mixing this sleek highlight, which is bomb.com. Especially that shade right there. It's so beautiful and so pigmented. Just, I mean, look at that. It's like, what the heck? It's like, what? Fenty Beauty, you know, one of my favorites right now. Not necessarily as like a super highlight because I wouldn't use this on the daily, but like I mentioned, for a girls' night out, it's great. For the inner corner though, it's all I've been using, so loved it. Trophy Wife Peach Glow from Too Faced. It has a blush tone in the middle and then 2 highlights. This one is a little bit more pigmented. This one is like more like pale highlight. I like it. Not like, oh my gosh, my go-to, but I'm going to keep it for a one brand tutorial. Tarte highlight. This is actually, I believe, new. Whoa, holy cow. Okay, this is new. I haven't used it, so I'm definitely going to try that out. Pink Sapphire from Ofra, which is like a loose pigment. Really messy, not gonna lie. You know, loose pigments is not my go-to, But for Halloween, this is so bomb, so I'm definitely going to keep it since Halloween season is coming. These two right here are Urban Decay. One is called Fireball, and then Aura. Not the best fan. I kept it mostly for the packaging because it's super cute. That's what it looks like. I don't know, it's just really cute. This one is more of a peachy color, and then this one is more pinky, which is called Aura. Laura Geller. Oh my gosh. Top favorites for sure. Gilded Honey, it's a goodie but oldie for everybody, I feel. I already hit pen on that. I believe I have a backup, which I hope, because it's my favorite highlight ever. It's just amazing. This one is more of a gold. I also have Peach Glow, which is obviously, you know, a peachy shade. This is one of their newest highlight, which is called Diamond Dust. Has like a pink pearly effect. And then this one is Charming Pink, which has a more of a pink undertone, obviously. Keeping All. Liquid highlights, you know, not a huge fan. To be honest with you, I don't like cream contour or liquid highlights. These are all great though. All I'm saying is I don't reach out for it that much. This one is Cover FX, really pigmented and bomb. Not gonna keep though. Peter Thomas Roth 24 Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream. This is so good, especially in the summertime, or just like to apply under your foundation to give you a beautiful glow. Also, if you're like on vacation, you could put it on your collarbone or arms. It's going to give you a really nice glow. BB Illuminating Gerard Cosmetics Liquid Highlight. I used to like this, don't really reach out for it, so. And then this is actually new. It's the Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops. Haven't used it all that much, so I'm going to keep it to test it out, I guess. Then moving on to brow products. I actually had a lot more in my previous decluttering video. I just decided to be a lot more smart about this situation because I don't really like trying out new brow products, to be honest with you. Like, if I find a good brow product, I'm just going to stick to that, and that is it. You know what I mean? So I usually like more of a pomade situation like the Anastasia, but I haven't used this in a long time because I fell in love with Deca Brow, and after, you know, I found the love of my life. It's all I use, and this is now completely gone. Point is, I have a bunch of the Benefit, well, I think it's like the entire line. They're so good. These are probably one of the best brow products I've used. Let me actually like think smart about this and get rid of the things that I won't or don't really necessarily use all that much. For example, the 3D brow tones, don't really reach out for this. I don't know. Ready Set Brow, which is to set your brows, also don't reach out. I don't really use setting things for my brows. Maybe I should, but I don't. This I do love. It's the Gimme Brow, which has a little spoolie and some color to it as well, so I do like to set it with this one in number 5. High Brow, which is to highlight under your eyes. Don't use that. So brow conditioning primer, this is actually really good. It's great to like set right before applying your actual brow product, and it's going to make your brows like be in place and easy to just apply whatever product you're going to use that day. So I like that. It's a different, unique product. I'm going to be replacing it with a backup that I have right here. Brow Zings. This is such cute packaging, by the way. This one is a little bit too like red brown for my really black, jet black hair. I'm not too sure what shade this is, but I don't think I'm going to keep this, to be honest with you. The brow, of course, I'm keeping. This one is a brow pencil. I don't really use brow pencils all that much, but my friends are obsessed with this, so I'm going to give this another shot. And it is in number 5, I believe. This one is also in number 5, and it's the Goof Proof. I actually like this a lot more than the regular brow pencil just because it has that triangle shape to the tip, you know. I have 3 Pop Beauty powder for your brows. This one is the black one, and I actually been using it a lot more for like the end of my brows. This one is the really dark brown, and then I guess this is a light brown, but I'm going to be getting rid of that. Anastasia Goodie But Oldie Dip Brow in Ebony. Probably not pronouncing that right, but I'm keeping it. NYX Tame and Frame, pretty similar to the Dip Brow, but I'm not keeping it. NYX Tinted Brow Gel. This is the blonde one, I think. I'm going to keep the, not even. I'm going to get rid of this. Reina Rebelde. I actually like this just because it's a pomade and it's a really dark brown, so I'm going to keep it. Maybelline Brow Drama. This one is in Deep. Honestly, there's nothing deep about that, to be honest. I don't know. Is it just me? That doesn't look deep to me. I feel like I want to keep this because I want to make a one brand tutorial for Maybelline, but at the same time, I'm gonna just get rid of that and maybe find another shade that's actually my shade. This is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani Brow Product one. Super ashy. this is like completely for blondes. So Ardell, I really like this actually because it has three different shades. This is a highlighting one, black, brown, and then the ashy one for blonde. Madison Reed, this is actually for your hair. If you have like any spaces when you do a ponytail or something like that and you want to cover it, that's what that's for. But I actually kept it for my brows. So I'm going to give this a shot because I haven't even tried it for my brows and see how it works. Clear brow gel from Urban Decay. I actually like this. So eyebrow pencil from Urban Decay in dark. Going to keep just for the sake of like maybe one brand tutorials in the future. It Cosmetics brow pencil. I don't know, man. I don't really reach out for it, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Brow pencils from NYX. I have 4 right here, but I'm just going to keep black and espresso just because those are my shades. Brow pencil from L'Oreal in dark brunette. I'm going to be getting rid of this one and keeping their newest one, which is called Brow Stylist Shape and Firm in dark brunette as well, I believe. And then this is a more blondish, lighter brown, so I'm going to be adding it to that pile. And then this is also one of their newest products, but I don't know, I didn't really like it. It was like more of a crayon brow effect. For my really thick brows, doesn't really work. All right, that was really productive. I actually got rid of a lot of products. So I'm going to clean the products, put everything back in here, and then back in the drawer. All right, next pile without a nail. Here we have my powders and bronzers. I have a lot. This one is the Airspun Loose Powder. As you guys know, my ultimate favorite. It's actually completely gone. I just have like a tiny bit left there. I'm going to actually finish up every little bit of it because I don't know, it just makes me feel so accomplished when I finish a product like that. Is it just me? Probably. This is the Tarte Loose Powder in Filtered Light. I haven't tried it all that much, so I'm going to keep it and keep testing it out. We have the Too Faced Loose Powder right over here. I actually really like that. So NYX Loose Powder. This is actually, I think it's almost gone. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be thinking too smart with this drawer, but I'm going to keep it in my maybe pile because I might just throw that away. It Cosmetics Loose Powder Bye Bye Pores. I don't know, man. Everyone loved this, but to me, it gave me a really white cast. So I'm going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. Maybe they'll find some use out of that. Cover FX. This is all I've been using recently. It's so good. I already hit pen on it. I use it in G60. No, actually in N60. It's really good. So Estee Edit Flash Photo Powder. I don't know. I never really used it, so I'm just going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. Finishing powder from NYX. I think I'm actually going to be keeping this and then getting rid of the loose powder. Laura Geller. This is the Universal setting powder. It's like a rainbow kind of shade, but it gives you such a beautiful setting glow to your skin. I have a long time how to use this though, so I'm going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. This is the Laura Geller setting powders, and I have it in tan and deep. I'm going to keep tan and get rid of deep. Estee Lauder powder. I have it in 4W2 Toasty Toffee, I think you pronounce. You guys are always correcting me. I have a backup of that Estee Lauder because it's bomb.com. This is my personal hula, which has my name. I honestly don't even want to touch it. Oh my gosh, did I just... Okay, let's put that back. Even the brush has my name. Like, what the heck? This is basically going to be just for decoration because I feel like I'm never going to touch that. On the side right here, I have 3 powders from Urban Decay. Medium dark and neutral. That's what that looks like right there. Then medium dark and golden, which is actually my shade, and I hit crazy pan on it. I'm going to be throwing this away. And then I have the medium light and warm, which that's what that looks like. I think it's a really great powder if I'm going to be doing makeup on other people. I'm going to keep these 2. Then I have Lancome bronzer right over here. I don't really use this too much, so I'm going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. Back here I have 3 infallible powders. 1 in 700, which is like the deepest I feel that I have. 600, which is my shade, and then 200, which is a little bit lighter. I'm just going to keep these 2 bronzers. I have a lot. Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. First of all, the packaging is amazing, and the bronzer itself, it's beautiful, and it's huge. Like, my hands are big. Love that. This is another huge bronzer from Estee Edit in deep, medium deep. It has a super brick undertone, so it's not the best to bronze up your face, but for my skin color, I really like it, especially as a transition eyeshadow. So I've kept it for that reason. We have Circa, which is really similar shade to the Estee Edit that I just showed. Has like that brick undertone. I'm going to be giving this to friends and family. One of my favorite bronzers, which is actually not a bronzer, it's a powder from Tarte, the Confidence powder in Deep Honey. I use it to contour or bronze up my face. I already hit pan on it. I am obsessed with it. It's like the perfect shade for me. I'm gonna keep using it until I finish it completely. Too Faced 3 of the dark chocolate soleil. Well, the regular chocolate soleil, the light, and then the dark, which is the one that I use. That's what this one looks like, which is a little bit deeper. The regular chocolate soleil, not really a huge fan of it, to be honest with you, just because it's really cool tone. So I'm going to be adding that to that pile. The light one, which is a bronzer for light skin, so I'm going to keep it just if I do makeup on other people. Bahama Mama, this is a new to my collection and I am obsessed with it, so obviously I'm keeping it. Laura Geller, this is actually a foundation powder, but I use it as a bronzer. I have it in 10 and it's the Baked Balance and Brightening Foundation. That's what it looks like. It's just beautiful and so nicely blended, or like nice to blend. Drugstore bronzer, this is a top favorite must-have from NYC. That's what it looks like. It's just a goodie but oldie. I've purchased so many of these. Another Laura Geller, this is a bronzer, I believe. Don't really use it all that much, so I'm going to be adding it to the friends and family pile. And then this is the Too Faced bronzer, which is so cute. Packaging wise, Too Faced wins big time, but I don't really use this, so I'm going to be smart about it and give that away. And then back here I have 2 Hoola Benefit bronzers, which are the ones that I actually use. This is a really tiny one, great for travel, and then the regular size one. But that was basically it. I'm just keeping these and getting rid of a lot of products right over here. Moving on to my most organized drawer is my blushes and then a few Urban Decay eyeshadows right here. It's the most organized because I honestly do not reach out for blushes all that much. Urban Decay single eyeshadows. I have a bunch of their single eyeshadows and they're amazing quality, but I don't really reach out for single eyeshadows in general. So I'm going to be getting rid of all of them and hopefully someone finds good use for them. We have some Marc Jacob blushes. That's what these look like right there. I think I'm going to just keep this one right here. Naked Flushed palette. Never really reach out for it that much. It has a blush, highlight, and a bronzer. The bronzer is really good, the blush as well. From Urban Decay, I've used most of these. I just keep them because first of all it looks super cute in the box itself and it's a lot easier to find the actual shade in the box. I think I'm going to be getting rid of all of these except for the red because it's a really unique shade. I actually used this last year for my Halloween Harley Quinn tutorial and it came right in hand because there's not many actual red eyeshadows and that works great as an eyeshadow. Milani blushes, one of my favorites, and they're from the drugstore, so super affordable. My favorite is this one, which is called Romantic Rose, and then I have Tea Rose and also Coral Cove. So I'm going to be getting rid of these two and just keeping Romantic Rose, which is more of a nudie blush. NYX blushes, I have these 3 shades right here, but I'm also going to be getting rid of that. Then we have some MAC right here. These are old and just goodie but oldie favorites of mine. So I'm going to be getting rid of this one and keeping the Style Floss one. Laura Geller, one of my all-time favorite blushes. It's just such a pretty blush and it's really pigmented but still like light on your cheeks. Wow, okay, so right now we only have 5 products. Benefit blush, this has been what I've been using the most just because first of all it's like right in the front and it's a peachy coral blush, which is my favorite kind of blushes, so keeping that. Then we have 2 Ofra blushes. These are great, don't really reach out for them and they're somewhat new, so I'm going to be adding it to that pile. Flower blushes, also amazing blushes from the drugstore. Reminds me a lot of the Milani ones. I love this one, which has a more of a sheen to it. It's in the color Warm Hibiscus. It's such a pretty blush. I'm going to keep this one as well, which is called Sweet Pea, and then getting rid of these 2. Tarte blushes, also really bomb. I'm just going to keep this one, which is called Exposed. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's like a nudie blush, and then these 2 are like more bright blushes. Cargo blush, this is actually a really good one as well, but I'm going to be getting rid of it because it reminds me a lot of the Flower. Reina Rebelde has a bronzer, blush, and a highlight. These are amazing. I'm going to be adding it to that pile because I don't really reach out for it too much. Blush Up from Essence. It's actually a beautiful blush and it's from the drugstore, so I'm going to keep that. Too Faced Peach Blush, which that's what it looks like. It's super pretty, but I don't really reach out for it. So, and then we have a Estee Edit. This one used to be one of my favorites in Koi Coral, and this is a really deep like burgundy blush from Laura Geller, but I'm going to be getting rid of that. So I'm just going to keep these right here. That's like no blushes. Now I have to find something to fill up this drawer. Another nail down, but this is what my first drawer is looking like for highlights and brows. A lot more organized, a lot more space. I could definitely also just move that and add more highlights if I want to, which is great. And then I have some backup right on the side. And then under it, I have my powders, also a lot more organized and clean. So, and last but not least has to be my saddest drawer. To be honest, I really wanted to declutter this one as realistic as possible because I don't use blushes all that much. So I just kept my top favorites and I'm pretty happy with it. All right, and then these are all the products I declutter and I'm getting rid of. As always, I don't just throw these things away. I give it to friends and family. I don't do giveaways on products I've used just because it's not sanitary, to be honest with you. But I feel like I did a pretty great progress with this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this decluttering. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more. I have a few more parts coming up if you guys are interested. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and see you next time. Bye. I have a lot. I love highlights. Wow, that was obnoxious. And crap, I already made a mess. Here we go. I'm already making a mess, so.